Today I want to give you a broad overview of Ittrium Freeform, which is the solution we've developed over the past 4 years to solve the problem of custom web-based software. The key thing here is that we want a way to deploy custom applications for our clients in a way that we know we can upgrade consistently at any time in the future and know that they will always work. So what you're seeing here is a customer site, and I'm going to take you through a couple of Freeform applications. So the first one is a very simple one which we use to log into the site. And Freeform applications are smart, so every field is smart. Every field, email address, password, buttons, etc., are all added to the application by adding very simple content parts to a web page. So in this case, I've added maybe a half a dozen parts to this page, and I can now log into the site. So I'm going to enter my email address and my password, and you'll notice as I type, the fields activate once the form is valid, and then I can submit this and log in. Now when I log in, what will happen is it's going to take me to another application. So I was logging into UQuote, and UQuote is a quoting system where engineers who design 3D parts can actually come and upload these parts and have them 3D printed by our client engineer. So in this case, I'm going to add a new project for my parts. So sample project. So this is a dashboard application here, Freeform. I can create the project, and once I have the project, I can come down and add parts. So I'm going to add a part, and a part is something that has to be uploaded. So this is going to be a file on my local system, and then I'll go grab a bottle opener, right? And I'll just upload this, and while it's uploading, I can actually go ahead and configure the part if I want to. So I could start typing the part name, but this thing's uploading pretty fast, so I'll go ahead and let the upload finish just so you can see the transition here. Because we're monitoring the part upload, now it's in processing mode. So we've actually uploaded the part directly from the browser to a third-party piece of software that runs on another server called StreamX Robot. And so now I'm going to come and configure my part, and I'm going to do a Connex 3D printing, and I'm going to choose a material and a finish, and then a color if that's an option. And that's not an option for this type of process, so I'm just going to update the part, and then I'll wait for my part to be processed. So while it's running here, I'm seeing this pending status, and I can come back here anytime and I can create new parts. So I could add a third or fourth or fifth part if I wanted to. But we'll just wait for that to finish. Okay, so the processing by StreamX is finished. It's returned through the RESTful API, access to a series of images that we can display here now. And now I'm in a position where I can go and change the quantity if I want to. Like I can see my part cost is $81 per part, so I might say I want 10 of these parts. I can update my cart here, and then I can just go check out. All right, so the checkout process is another Freeform application that's included in the site. And here we're just pulling information from the customer's profile, and then eventually they're going to come down here and they're going to fill in some credit card information and buy the part to place an order. The credit card system here is integrated with a product called Stripe, all through RESTful API again. So when we type in a credit card number in this field, we never pass it to our server, but we send it straight out the back door through the browser to Stripe over a secure channel, get a token back, and then we can hang on to that token and charge the card later. All right, so how does this stuff work? So the best way to show you how it works is just to give you a quick overview of maybe a more simple application. So I have a demo site here where I've got a workshop registration application, and this application has got fields on it. Now, the fields are here because we work with the Ittrium CMS, and we've added these fields to the application. So you can see, if I pull this apart, I've got a sitemap here, and I've got things like my name, title, first name, last name, suffix. And what I have here in my workshop registration app is the same thing. So I'm adding these parts through the CMS. These are pre-built parts that are easy to add, and then they're all laid out in a grid-based fashion. So if I want to make a simple change, I can come into my system, I can edit a section of the site, and I can say, you know what, I want last name before first name. And I can make a change, and now I've made a live change to my application. I can come back and refresh this information, and here you go, last name, first name. Now when I fill this stuff out, I'll put in Sumner, Greg, and some quick information here. And as I'm typing, everything is validating, right? So email, for instance, is not valid until I have a legitimate email in here.
Sorry for my interruption.
So the last thing I'll do is I'll select the meal preference here. And I'm going to submit this. So what I did here is I just submitted a record, updated a database, and sent an email to support staff somewhere where they can see who is registered for the site. Now, at the same time, you can do other types of applications. So you saw the quoting application, you saw a credit card application, but maybe you want a record management solution. So now the same person who just registered me, I'm in here twice now, but I can come and update my record. So maybe I need to make a change here. This is really Stratford Place, right? And I'm going to do an update. So anything you can imagine can be built with freeform applications. Now, our customers can all run freeform applications on their Ittrium sites, but from time to time, we have customers that want to run other products like WordPress or Sitecore or something else where they might want to embed an application in their site. So what you're seeing here on this example is that we have highlighted the embed code here that we can use to embed in other CMS products or other websites. It can just be a static website for that matter. So in this case, I'm going to take this code and I'm going to copy it to my clipboard. And then I'm going to open up an editor here and I'll go and just replace a line of code here. So imagine if this was your site running on a WordPress platform, you would make this change, save it, and you literally can go and open your page. So I'll refresh this here. And now I've got a working application here. And you can see it shows the change I made earlier when I put last name before first name. So now I can come in and fill out my form and do the same thing. And it doesn't matter what the application is here. I can go to any application. So I can go pull up my workshop registration application, grab my embed code, copy it to my clipboard, and go add it to a web page somewhere. And this static file is a pretty simple example, but I think you'll get the picture. So I'll return and refresh this page. And now I'm going to have my workshop registration application here, and you're going to see the same entries we had before that I just updated. Okay, so that's Freeform in a nutshell, broad overview. Let us know if you have any questions, and glad to answer them anytime. Thanks.